Okay, so on this one, we got an inverted pyramid. It's being filled with water at a constant rate of 70 cubic centimeters per second. The pyramid at the top has the shape of a square. It's going to be important. Um, with sides length 2 and the height is 8. The volume of the pyramid with height h and base sides b1 and b2 is given by boom. Find the rate at which the water level is rising when the water level is 6 centimeters. Okay, so basically they're pumping in water into this thing and the water level is filling up. So, okay, so what are the steps we have to go through? Step number one, you have to identify the rate variables. That really is a very important step. Like, what rates do they actually speak of? Well, it says right here, constant rate, 70 cubic centimeters per second. That's a volume rate. How do I know? And it's a plus 70 because being filled, it's increase. Plus always means increasing. It's increasing. It's cubic centimeters. Cubes are three-dimensional, length, width, and height. It's volume. Plus it's how much water, it's volume. Okay. So what other rates did they mention? The pyramid at the top has the shape, blah, 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 the volume, blah, 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 blah. But find the rate. There we go. Find the rate at which the water level is rising. So they want us to find dHdt, don't they? Okay, so those are the only two rate variables mentioned. Okay, so write an equation relating, that's why it's called related rates, only those letters, nothing else, those letters only. So, okay, so here's the equation. So we'll go, okay, volume equals 1/3 B1 B2H. Okay, so first off, let's do this. They said it's a square at the top. Square means the length and width are the same. So that means let's just call both these B. There's no difference. I don't know why they call them B1 and B2, but they're both just B. So this is B squared H, right? B times B. B1, B2, it's just B times B. They're the same. How do I know? Because it said it's a square. Square means the length and width are the same. Okay, so now we notice we have three letters, V, B, and H. We're supposed to only have V and H. We've got to get rid of B. Got to get rid of B. We got to find some equation where we can plug in for B to get rid of B. Why? Because our only rate variables are V and H, right? dV, dt, dH, dt. V and H, not B. All right, so what are we going to do? Well, here's the relationship. Um, say the water is right, like here. That this is all water filling up to there. Let's just suppose. Okay. I don't know where exactly the water is, but we'll just suppose. Okay. And they tell me the height is 8. So this is 8, the height of the overall pyramid. And the side length is 2. These are 2 by 2. Okay, well, what we can do is we can do this ratio because the water that's filling up is filling up to be a small version of the entire shape, right? Do you see that this water filled up here is going to be a little bitty pyramid of water and it fits in the overall pyramid of water? So we can do similar shapes. We can say that 8 is to 2, which means the height is to one of the sides as the height of the water. Let's call H right here the height of the water is to the, I'll call this B, the base of the water. Does that make sense? So I know it's a little confusing. We've got the overall height of the whole pyramid 8 and the side length 2. That's going to be in the same ratio, like height to base, as height to base for the, height to base, base right there, for the little bitty pyramid of water. Sorry, for the pyramid of water compared to the overall pyramid. Pyramid of water height. So when I write H and B, I mean the water height and the water base. The height of the water, the base of the water. So they got to be in the same ratio. 8 is to 2, the overall height to base, as the height of the water is to the base of the water. Okay, so what? Well, then I can cross multiply and I get 8b is 2h. Remember, I want to get rid of b. So let's solve for b. 8, 8, boom. B is h over 4, right? It's divided top and bottom by 2 there. B is h over 4, so I just take that now and I plug it in for B. So now I go, okay, volume of water is 1/3. This is going to be h over 4 squared times h. You see that? And so that'll be volume equals 1/3 h squared over 4 squared times h. And so if you multiply that in your calculator, you're going to get 48. 3 times 16, h cubed. Let me space that out a little bit. 148 h cubed, right? Because h squared and h is h cubed. This is really, this is an over once in the top. So there we go. There's our equation. Step number 3, d dt both sides. So I'm going to d dt both sides. I'm going to go d dt. Once you've got that equation with just the letters you want, d dt both sides, this will be dv dt. The other side, we're going to take the 1/48 will just sit out front. And I'm going to bring down the 3. H squared, subtract 1 from the power, times dh dt, because of the chain rule. Take 3 to the inside, and it's implicit. Okay. And so now we're ready. Last step 4 is always just plug in. Plug in the numbers. Plug in. So what numbers? Well, you got to be a little careful. You might say, well, how do you know there's two? The height is the water level when the water level is 6 centimeters, or is the height of the water level 8 centimeters? Well, this is the height of the overall pyramid. This is the height of the water level. So remember, the H and the B are for the water. I know they originally had H and B, but I I hijacked them. So the H and the B are just for the water, the little water pyramid that's rising. So this is my H here. It's 6. That's the height of the water. So I'm going to plug in. That's going to be 6. And dH dt, they told me that, didn't they? Somewhere, where did they tell me that? Oh, 70 cubic. Yeah, right there. Yeah, it's dH dt is 70. Wait, dH dt or dV? No, dV dt 70. That's 70. So I've got 70 equals 148 times 3 times 6 squared times dH dt. Ooh, it's a little ugly there. Okay, so can we clean that up? Oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna use, I think I think this will come out nice. Let's say 148, 3 times 6 squared. Let's go to decimals. 148, 3 times 6 squared. 148, 3 times 6 squared. 148, 3 times 6 squared. 2.25. 140 times 3 is 2.25. So this is 2.25. And then dHdt. And so last step, we will divide both sides by 2.25. Boom, boom. So dHdt, so let's just go back 70 divided by answer on Desmos. 70 divided, whoop, come on. Going too quick here. 70 divided by, hit the answer button, the last answer, 31.11111. So 1.111. And that's indeed what they said. That many centimeters per second, the water level is rising as they fill up the pyramid. So there we go.